Well, Hillary Rodham Clinton is doing her absolute best to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory in the US presidential election. There is under a week to go. In fact, we filmed this on a Wednesday afternoon, so as we're filming this next week, the first results will probably be coming through for the US election to see who the new leader of the free world will be. Will it be the second most unlikable person in US political history, being Clinton, or will it be the most unlikable, being Donald Trump? This week the big news, of course, is potentially more damning emails coming out from Hillary Clinton, found in a very odd way. Anthony Weiner, who was under some kind of investigation around sexual allegations for a minor, there is a laptop. On that laptop, because he used to be married to one of Hillary Clinton's offsiders, one of her helpers, Umar Abedin, and some emails are found on that laptop, so the FBI want to have a look at those emails to see if there's anything further. James Comey, who's the FBI director, said this specifically, quote, "In connection with an unrelated case," that's the Anthony Weiner case, "the FBI has learned of the existence of emails that appear pertinent to the investigation. I am writing to inform you that the investigation team briefed me on this yesterday, and I agree that the FBI should take appropriate investigative steps to allow investigators to review these emails to determine whether they contain classified information as well as address their importance to our investigation." So what he's saying is there have been some emails found. What he's actually saying is we have no idea if they're relevant, but we want to look at them. What the media world is saying, especially the right-wing media, is that proof that she should be going to jail, which is not actually what he's saying, but this is the world we're living in.
So why did he say it? Why has that come out?
Because he's a Republican.
Well, this is a part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Should he have said anything?
No.
A lot. Even some Republican politicians are saying he shouldn't have, because what he's actually done is lit a firestorm.
Well, he's cast aspersions.
Well, he's lit a firestorm, and that can't be resolved before the election.
No.
Yeah, and there seems to be, there's other stuff coming out. They're saying that it's not from that server at all, but there's so much information flying.
So he's
misinformation.
he's had pressure on him to.
Well, and he's a known Republican.
Clearly.
So and also, why aren't we hearing about Trump's allegations for raping a 13-year-old?
Well, that has come up in the media in the last couple of days, because what happened in July, beginning of July, is Comey actually said there's nothing to answer for these emails, and of course the Republican base went mental at him and went, "That's wrong. He's off. He's in the Hillary Clinton camp." And now that he's come out doing this, now that same Republican base are all going, "Oh yes, what a fabulous man! What a good decision he's
so
made."
rabid. It's so sickening.
It is sickening.
Yeah.
Like watching the America just tear itself to pieces over like misinformation and people, crooked Hillary, and if you ask somebody who's a real rabid Trump, why? What is it about her?
Yeah.
And they've
got no idea.
Sound bites that they've taken from
They
headlines
still blame
from
Barack
Fox News.
Obama for stuff that happened when he wasn't even president.
And this is the exact thing. Like it's you vote for the person that you like rather than the party and their policies, and often they will get in, and then Barack Obama's had his hand tied for the whole thing because Republicans have control of the Senate.
Saying that, in the United States, Pat, would you agree? Like, if you're Republican, you're Republican. If you're Democrat, you're Democrat. And the thing about it is, it doesn't almost matter to a large degree who that figurehead is of that party. You will just vote red or you will vote blue.
Well, I think that has been the case to this point. I think Trump has thrown that a little bit up in the air because there are lots of Republicans.
Certainly he's alienated a lot of people who died in the wall.
Yeah, totally. Some Fox News presenters.
Yeah, that's right. He's alienated a lot of people, but still there will be the rabid who will go for Republican because he's Republican.
That's the same on both sides, I think. I think Trump is the first figure in modern history that has alienated such a big portion of his own base. Now, I'm not suggesting that means it's a done deal, he's not going to win, but I don't think anyone has quite turned as many of their own supporters against them as he has done.
It's an incredible feat.
No one has been as repugnant, utterly repugnant with the stuff that comes out of his mouth. And also, I don't believe so much of what comes out of his mouth. I'm sure he's pro-abortion. I'm sure he's instigated many abortions from some of these women that he's had dealings with. I think he was asked outright and he wouldn't really say yes or no. I think he's just saying things that appeal to the Republican base, and he doesn't believe it at all, and that these people are blind, and he's just a disgusting individual, and she's done some weird emails.
The other thing, though, about this...
Well summed up.
The other thing about this is... I've tweeted about this in the last couple of days. I've said it before in the last couple of weeks, actually. If Trump wins, and you are a person who doesn't want Trump to win, then there is only one group of people to blame, in my opinion, and it's Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the former head of the DNC committee, and the people who made it nigh on impossible for Bernie Sanders to have a fair fight to try and get that nomination. If Bernie Sanders was the nominee this time around, if it was him instead of Clinton, he would be wiping the floor with Donald Trump, and there wouldn't be any of these controversies. And I can actually back that up by showing you a little clip from, of all places, Fox News. Now, Fox News will not mention Bernie's name. They'll mention Elizabeth Warren's name. But basically, if they're saying Elizabeth Warren would be a concern, then they're acknowledging that Bernie Sanders is in the same camp. So have a quick look at this first.
Do you see Elizabeth Warren right there? She introduced Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, she was good. They weren't in matching
Republicans
jackets.
are very lucky that Elizabeth Warren is not the vice presidential pick, or even the nominee at this point. She really has it going on.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, you're just engaged. And I disagree with every single thing she stands for, but I have to tell you, she delivers it with the passion and the intensity that Barack Obama did.
So that's what they're saying. They're saying if it was someone who was basically
But I
not
think-
Hillary,
Yeah,
they'd be in
anyone but
he'd be in
Hillary.
I
trouble.
think that whatever person came up, they would invent stuff about her, like they have with Hillary. They would vilify her because she is a strong woman. He says that now, but wait till she's running.
Mind
to
you, would
somebody
someone other
against
than
him.
Hillary Clinton have made it as easy for them to,
That's the
vilify?
point. What baggage would come
they,
with it?
I'm
This
sure
is
they would have
all-
dug around
but
and
again,
found
this is-
something, but maybe.
Oh, this drives me crazy. It's the same thing. It's the same media trumping up all this stuff from her past that isn't necessarily relevant. I feel that she is
the
a
media is
strong woman.
reporting what's been thrown up from her past.
But
I'm
there's
not
nothing
sure.
wrong with her foundation, apparently. That she's, certainly compared to Trump, who uses it to buy,
Paintings.
portraits of himself.
6 foot paintings of himself.
It's just it's the hyperbole, it's the pushing. I think they do it with
but
whoever
listen,
was
you're right.
Yes.
Right, you're right. But that's not the world we live
I
in.
know. See how
So you're
I
right.
want a utopia.
And
You
the,
do
but,
want
and
a
the
beautiful
difference
utopia.
between what you're saying and reality
Yes, perception.
Poles apart, yeah.
is that there is things that
poles
you can
apart,
tie to Hillary Clinton and question from her
Yes,
past.
yes.
Very much more
look what
difficult
they've
with
done.
Elizabeth Warren and with Bernie Sanders.
Look what they've done to Barack Obama.
Yep.
What has he got to be questioned in his past? And they have made him seem like the Antichrist. He has got a lovely, marriage with 2 girls who, deport themselves at all times properly, all this sort of stuff. And they turn him into the Antichrist.
I thought we could just finish
good
this
at
by looking very quickly at the likely chance of the election. This map, we bring up the map Q23 there. This is a map of the latest CNN projection. Now, the dark blue states, they're giving to Hillary Clinton now. The light blue states are leaning Hillary. Dark red are Trump. Light red are leaning Trump. And the yellow states are what they call battleground states.
Like
Florida.
Florida, yeah.
Yeah. Now, so basically what needs to happen is Trump needs to win all the yellow states, all of them, numbers-wise,
Yeah.
and some of Hillary's light blues
Yeah.
to become the president.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's still leaning towards
Highly unlikely.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
You'd probably, I think at the moment, the odds that have been given online are about 75-25. But, as I said, in a week from now, certainly once you watch this video in a week from now, we'll probably know who the next leader of the free world will be.
Didn't one of the British bookies already pay out on a win for Hillary Clinton?
think I heard that
I
as
think
well.
they have, so yes. And the bookies know
So there you go,
everything.
we're calling it for Hillary Clinton. We're going to call it for Hillary Clinton right now. Congratulations, Hillary, on the win. Is that right?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes. You say Penny Ashton said, and she knows everything.